Hello, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to my humble channel AJ chapter 13. So I hope that everybody is keeping yourself safe and everybody is taking care of yourself. So this is my second video, I guess, with you guys. Let's get going, isn't it? So I was speaking about how I decided to take charge of myself, how I decided to make things easier for me, how I decided what I really wanted to do in my life, what my aim is, and how I'm going to achieve it. So these are the things that I had decided for myself. And one of the things that I wanted to do, my aim, the first one was to start a YouTube channel, and I guess I did. So what was my aim? My aim was to start a YouTube channel, and how I'm going to achieve it, I guess if you're watching this, you might have understood I have already started. And when will I reach so many subscribers and maximum number of viewers all around the world? That is like fingers crossed. I'm not very sure when that's going to happen, but if it is to happen, then it will happen. So I'm not worried about all that. I'm a person who gets happy with the smallest things that happen in my life. I'm not particularly pointing or tying up my happiness to one particular aspect. Anything can make me happy, and that's how I trained myself. It was very difficult because we, being human beings, we always get attracted to a lot of things, maybe to people, to material things, to possessions, to money, and to relationships, and quite a lot. So what I want to tell you is that the biggest block that sometimes stands in your way to reach your aim is actually desire, especially to one particular materialistic thing. That is where things get all jammed up. I'm not saying that nobody should have desires. Everybody must have desires, but your desire must not be locked on to one particular materialistic aspect. Now, for example, if you ask me how is that, how are we going to do it, first thing is your happiness. What makes you happy? To what particular point are you latching your happiness to? That's very important. Do you need some outside factor to make you happy? Or are you like me, happy-go-lucky person? Because there are people who know me very closely, and they know that I have gone through some really, really traumatic experiences. I did have my really, really bad days. It's not that I'm all that glowy every time. No, I'm a human being. But then when I understood I need to remove certain aspects of my thoughts, certain perspectives, things became a little bit more convenient for me. So what I was trying to tell you is happiness is not outside, it's inside. You decide when you want to be happy, how you want to be happy. You decide. You don't let other things outside your control to make you happy. That is where when things all go haywire. Happiness, if you say that I'm happy, sometimes I've seen that for some people it works like that, continuously saying I'm happy, and finally your mind is, yes, you're happy. So happiness is something which sometimes deliberately you have to do, deliberately you have to make yourself happy, but that doesn't mean that that every time it's possible. No, sometimes it's possible, sometimes it's not possible. So what I wanted to explain a little bit more is uh, there are times when everything is negative, everything around you is like going against you. There are many people who tell me that nothing is working, everything is just going haywire. I also felt that, so I can very well relate to it. But then the thing is, that is the time you have to be on the highest alert. That is the time when you have to harness your power, and the power comes from inside. Whether you do meditation, or whether you do exercise, whether you go to gym, whatever it is, or maybe you listen to good music, you have to harness positivity from that. Some people say you can meditate. Well, it all depends, but whatever you're required to do, you can do. But do not, never latch your happiness onto some materialistic things, because these material things, they disappear. You don't believe me? We disappear too. One day I'm also going to die, you're also going to die. We're not going to live forever, are we? No, we are never going to live forever. This body will get destroyed. There's no doubt in that. It will get destroyed. But what will remain is the energy, the soul, what you call, that is what remains. So that never gets destroyed. So what I'm trying to tell you is that happiness is right inside you. You don't have to search it outside. You decide what makes you happy. You get to decide that. That is where taking charge of yourself, that is where it all starts. How to take charge of yourself. That is where everything starts from. That is a point in your life that will tell you, okay, now you are in charge. Go for your aim. So happiness is not just a feeling, it's also a decision that you have to take. And this I very strongly want you, every one of you, to keep in your mind in a very calm and positive way, that this is something that me and you, every one of us, we have to do it deliberately every single day. It takes a lot of dedication to do that. It's not something that's going to come to you that easily, because these are the finer qualities, and it's very difficult to get these finer qualities into us. So what I want to tell you is, being happy is a decision that you guys have to make for yourself. Because if you are not happy, nobody around you is going to be happy. You decide. And that decision you have to take every single day. It's not that you take, okay, tomorrow I'm going to be happy, and then what happens? Something bad happens, and then your happiness just vanishes. Happiness is not just bringing the smile on your face. No, it doesn't work like that. Happiness is inside. It is the peace and calmness that you experience when you feel happy. So you decide, I'll be happy. I have made that decision, and I am going to make that decision deliberately every single day for the rest of my life, no matter what happens. Because this particular situation that all of us are going through, the whole world is going through, has taught us one thing: nothing sustains here. Any moment, anything can happen. Whatever you think are your possessions, it can just be destroyed in just a matter of seconds. You have a lot of examples going around in the world. apart from pandemic, there are other things also happening, right? Natural calamities, man-made calamities, and so many innocent lives are getting disrupted. So you have to keep in mind that any moment things are going to change, and change is the law of nature. There is nothing that you and me can do in it, but we all can do one thing: we can adapt ourselves to change. You see, happiness is considered as a luxury nowadays. Do you know that? Many people have told me this. Happiness is a luxury. If you're able to sleep in the night with calm, closed eyes, if you're able to get that sleep, that is a luxury. You have to feel yourself, and because only then the immunity system will work. There are a lot of things that I want to talk to you, but I cannot bring the whole stuff, because I don't think one video will be enough for that. So just make a promise to yourself today that you will decide, you're going to have to be happy, you're going to make that decision deliberately every day. And then automatically what happens is that you will understand how things become clear to you. I hope that at least some of you have got my message, because I want to tell you one more thing. Yeah, this just got into my mind. Very, very important thing is that I will not tell anything which I have not practiced in my real life. This is one thing that I make very sure, that I don't go just speak things like that unless and until I am sure of. I'm not going to speak. So until next video, peace out and God bless. Because this was that problem. There is what I wanted to tell and continue with